What's good, beautiful people? My name is D, and welcome back to the Fragrance Corner. So, today I have two boxes that I'm going to be unboxing and showing you what type of fragrances I got in the mail. So, this first box right here, y'all can see, is the one I got yesterday. And this second box right here, I just got today, like around about, if y'all see it, yeah, about, I'll say probably about 1:30. So, the first box I'll say contains the dual brands um, impressions of Sangria, which I'm about to show you over here. Yeah, this one right here, Sangria Fiesta, which is an impression of, or yeah, impression of this one right here. And the second one is Exotic Hammer, which is the impression of Summer Hammer. Now I see where, excuse me, the dual brand does they kind of like play on the name of the fragrances to I guess in a sense not copy them and all the lawsuits and all that good stuff that comes with it. So I kind of like that they have a play on the colognes that they are inspired to be or take impressions from. So if we can go ahead and switch back to scene one. Yeah. So now I'm about to go ahead and open the first box. But also, real quick, if y'all haven't already liked and subscribed my videos, please go ahead and do so. I'm not gonna keep on badging y'all about subscribing and liking because who wants to hear that throughout the entire video. But yeah, it'll help me out. I really appreciate it. But anyway, nonetheless, let's go ahead and get to this first unboxing. See what we got up in here. And I like that the dual brand now, you know, um, ships their fragrances in like individual bubble wrap. So that way it won't leak or spill out just in case like, the package handler has, you know, some bad driving skills or, any type of situations that may cause the fragrance to spill out and break or anything like that. So these two right here are is what came in the package. And like I said, I like how they got like the little individual bubble wrap. And like as you can see, you can just lift it back and just pull out the fragrance for both of them. And this one right here. So let's see what the first one is. And I also like they got like a little a little baggie for them too. Like that's pretty cool. So the first one is, pull this out, make sure the top doesn't come off in the process, is Exotic Hammer. Let's see if I focus in on that. And the other one is, of course, Sangria. And that's how it looks. So again, Sangria. I'm gonna go ahead and try out Sangria first, seeing as how that was the second one I had, unveiled. And right here, as you can see, of course, like I said from my previous video on the dual brand, it has everything that I'm saying you want to look up about the fragrance. And if you go to the actual website, um, it's Lorenzo Pazzaglia. It's Italian, so my pronunciation is off a little bit. But I kind of try to see and compare the notes to see if they're damn near perfect or spot on. So, that way you won't have no issues with trying to, see what it is what type of fragrance it is, or actual the compare and contrast the notes that they got, because some of these fragrances on the dual brand may not be a one-to-one exact copy, but they're damn near close. Now I say about 95 to 98% close with some alterations or some iterations, but to someone who's just collecting colognes and perfumes or, fragrances, you probably wouldn't tell the difference unless, you have a real cute sense of smell. So, again, like I said, this is the one from the Dual brand, and this is the actual um, bottle of, excuse me, fragrance that they're trying to mimic. So, again, I'm gonna go ahead and initial test. That smells good. Have my handy dandy test strip. Spray 3 sprays. Let it waft a little bit. Whew. Yeah, this one's strong. This is strong, and I like it. Of course, the classification is amber and floral, and I'm looking at the notes right here: blood orange, ginger, bergamot, cinnamon, green notes, mandarin orange, lemon, cloves, pink pepper, red wine, black currant, grapes, peach, raspberry, Turkish rose, cardamom, apple, brown sugar, vanilla bean, patchouli, tonka bean, bean, birch, amber, benzoin musk, cedarwood, and sandalwood. Now, if you go to the original fragrance, it has, the notes pretty much, broken down by, top, heart, and middle, and base notes. But overall, my initial impressions, this smells so good. It's like all the fragrances combined. It just like, and when you initially smell it, it just gives you like a burst of like fruitiness, and that this smells so good. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is definitely like a summertime fragrance that you can wear on like a hot day. Like you, this is the perfect thing that you could wear to like the beach or like anywhere near like a body of water. Man, you will stand out. I I have no words to describe what the smell is. And again, like you know, on the website, it's only $55, so you cannot beat that as opposed to actual buying it at retail from the original. The original fragrance is like 220. So man, this smells so amazing. Wow, I'm impressed by that. I might actually wear this today while you playing. Shoot, this that, that smells so good. So yeah, that was Sangria Fiesta by the Dual brand on its impression of Sangria by Lorenzo Pizzaglio. Well, his last name. We'll put it like that. I'm not gonna try to butcher his her full name. Next we got Exotic Hammer. Try to focus it in. And go ahead and give it a few sprays. Turn the atomizer around. And that's the thing about Dual brand. They got good atomizers too. So once you hit that first burst, like a couple bursts, you really get the smell of the fragrance. And with Exotic Hammer, this one smells good too. And the crazy thing about it is with Exotic Hammer, if I go to the website, if I switched over, you see it's sold out. So not to say that it won't come back. It's just that they only make but so much in quantity, and pretty much it's a first come first serve. Of course, like I said, the note breakdown classification is fruity amber. The notes is mango, pineapple, coconut, white rum, bergamot, coconut milk, white flowers. Marine notes, musk, sandalwood, amber, and vetiver. And if I go over, you know, it's the note breakdown from top, heart, and base. And the crazy thing about it is if I switch back over to the Dual brand, it pairs perfectly well with Sangria Fiesta from what they say. So I might actually combine both of them and try to see what it smells like together. And that's the thing about fragrances, is like, once you have like a common base note for two different fragrances, they can perfectly go well with one another. It's just that, like I said, the thing about blending and layering your fragrances, you always want to have that consistent base note. So that way, you can get somewhat rather like the same scent towards the end of the life of the fragrance, but also at the same time, it can open up both fragrances to a whole different smell when you combine the two. I'm trying to smell them together. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to combine these two. If not, at the very least, wear Sangria Fiesta. Exotic Hammer is good too, but that Sangria Fiesta, like as soon as you spray, you get that burst, of florals and fruits, and that is so amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and post this video today, which is August 1st. So it's on a Friday. And after that, I'll be posting my unboxing of this. Now, like I said, these fragrances are good, so highly recommended if y'all want to go ahead and get y'all a bottle or two. But like I said, for Exotic Hammer on the Dual Brand website, it's currently out of stock. So I don't know when they're gonna have more stock. I'm guessing within like another couple of weeks. But I also had an email saying that they were, a little bit backed up with, shipping out their orders. So of course, give it some time and be patient. But the next one is going to be this one, which is by City Rhythm Miami Tropical Confections. Now I actually bought this bottle. I didn't buy like a dupe or a clone or impression of it. Excuse me. So I wanted to actually see and smell what this one smells like, because I seen on TikTok and many other websites that people had this in their top 10 as best fragrances, primarily for the summer. But again, like I said, majority of the fragrances, if not all, you can wear at any point in time. It's just that it's the number of applications or sprays that you put on to either enhance or not, I won't say enhance, but either to have you smelling real good, or to be overly, don't over spray, so that way you won't be overly cloying. But like I said, this one is tailored to around tailored for the summertime. So like I said, I've been waiting for this for a long time, and I finally got the courage to go ahead and buy it. Now, if I'm disappointed in it, who knows? You never know. That's the only bad thing about blind buying a fragrance that you haven't come in contact with, is like, if you go ahead and try to buy the full bottle, you at your own discretion to whether it's going to be good or not. So my thing is, if you want to save a couple dollars, if you can, just buy like a discovery set, if like one of the fragrances offer it, fragrance website offers it, and just try it out, see if you like it or not. Because once you make that bold purchase, sometimes some companies say that you cannot return it, but others, they're more lenient. But just go on the side of caution of just, it's best just to go ahead and try a sample or discovery set. For me, I'll just go ahead and just run with it. If I like it, I don't. Well, if I like it, I'll like it. If I don't, I can always give it to somebody as a gift. So, but that's it. So like I said, the next video is gonna be my unboxing and my initial impressions of Miami Tropical Confections by City